Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we hear from the family of a man shot and killed during an alleged Bell County home invasion. And we're learning more about two people killed in a car crash yesterday near the Johnson-Magoffin County line. And an explosion in China has killed dozens of people and injured even more. We'll have the latest information.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Connor James. We're just approaching about 5 o'clock this morning. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast. Brandon, a beautiful kind of start to the weekend, I guess.
Absolutely. A little bit dreary this morning with cloud cover, a touch of fog, maybe a stray shower in those eastern counties, but for the most part, things are looking nice and looking up as we head to the next couple of days. Let's take a look this morning at the satellite radar over the last 6 hours. A few little lingering showers up into parts of the Big Sandy, but for the most part, you see that clearing line back toward Louisville, out toward Lake Cumberland. Live pinpoint Doppler radar right now, maybe just a stray chance for a shower over into parts of southern West Virginia. For the most part, a lot of us dry this morning. Visibility a little rough there in Wise, down to 5 miles, and then we see Jackson and Hazard at 9. So again, touch of fog possible out there this morning. So be careful. Temperatures in the upper 30s and low 40s. And as we look at the weather app forecast, we'll see those temperatures climb only into the low 50s this afternoon, but skies should start to clear as we head deeper into the afternoon, evening, and overnight hours. Rest of that forecast is on the way here in just a few minutes. Connor?
All right, thanks, Brandon. Well, we continue to follow a story we first told you about yesterday on Mountain News This Morning. Police say one man is dead after he allegedly forced his way into a home in Pineville. But as WYMT's Hannah Reynolds reports, the suspect's family says they don't agree with what police were told by homeowners.
Police in Bell County say they got a call from homeowners screaming late Wednesday night.
We were greeted by two homeowners on the front porch, had advised someone had attacked them.
The alleged attacker was Jeffrey Fuston. The homeowners on Bradfordtown Wright Road claim Fuston attacked them after being kicked out of their home.
The male homeowner drawing his firearm and having to discharge it in fear for his family's safety.
Fuston was taken to a nearby hospital where he was pronounced dead. Fuston's family say they were told different stories from neighbors.
They end up fighting all the way out into the yard, and my brother had him down and was holding him, and he convinced him to let him up, and when he let him up, he ran in the house and got a gun and shot him.
Picking out his brother's burial plot, Donnie Joe Fuston says nothing will bring back his baby brother or answers for his sons left without a dad.
If somebody shot somebody and they didn't die, they'd still be in jail till they found out what was going on. Boy didn't even go to jail. The world's a worse place without that boy in it, I'm telling you. They just don't make him like him no more.
No charges have been filed. In Bell County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, please do tell us the investigation is still ongoing. They're asking any witnesses to contact the Bell County Sheriff's Office. And two families are mourning this morning following a deadly crash yesterday afternoon in Johnson County. It happened on US 460 near the Johnson-Magoffin County line. Police say 43-year-old Tanya Fletcher was behind the wheel when her car came up on another one that was stopped and waiting to turn. She says when she swerved to avoid the other car, she turned into the path of a log truck. Friends say Fletcher leaves behind several children and grandchildren.
You just never know when it's your time to go. I mean, nothing we can do about it. My heart goes out to his mother and his father and his brothers and those little babies.
Police say the passenger in the car, 23-year-old Timothy Rowe, also died. The driver of the log truck was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Police do not believe drugs or alcohol were involved in the crash. And a Floyd County grand jury recently indicted a woman in connection with a deadly crash. Elizabeth Sue LeMaster faces murder, DUI, and other charges. In May of last year, police say she crossed the center line and hit a car being driven by Jessica Owens head-on. Owens died in the crash. Prestonsburg police say they investigated the crash for nearly 6 months. And in international news, dozens of people are dead or injured following an explosion at a chemical plant in China. It happened in Nanchang. Officials say the blast, which is being called the country's worst industrial accident in years, has killed at least 44 people and seriously injured 90 others. 3,500 medical personnel from 16 hospitals are treating the wounded. No word on what led to the explosion. Now to a tragedy unfolding right now in northern Iraq. A ferry has capsized in the Tigris River in Mosul, killing at least 83 people. Several of the victims are children. Searchers are still searching the waters. Authorities say the ferry was carrying nearly 150 people to a tourist island during Kurdish New Year celebrations, and it flipped over in high water. And back here at home, the search for a Richmond mother who disappeared in January continues. Family members are still looking for 23-year-old Savannah Spurlock. They posted on their Missing Savannah Facebook page that they're looking for more searchers in the area. The searchers must be able to search information private specifically from social media. Spurlock was last seen at the beginning of January leaving a Lexington bar with 3 men. No arrests have been made in the case. Well, thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, we've all seen the Google Doodle, the little drawings that pop up when you load the search engine. We'll tell you why one recent entry was a little different than the rest.
Forecast will slowly improve today as high pressure makes its way back into the area just in time for the weekend. I'll have all the details in about 3 minutes.